You know, I remember a time back in Idaho when I was just a young man, working at the local department store. I was stocking shelves, barely making ends meet, and feeling pretty sorry for myself. One day, my boss caught me sulking in the break room and said, "Is that all you got?" At first, I was offended. Who was he to question my efforts? But then, as I pondered those words, something clicked. I realized he wasn't insulting me. He was challenging me. He saw potential in me that I couldn't see in myself. Those 5 simple words became a turning point in my life. They lit a fire under me, pushing me to dig deeper, reach higher, and demand more from myself than I ever thought possible. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. I want to ask you the same question my old boss asked me. Is that all you got? Now, I'm not here to make you feel bad about yourself. Far from it. I'm here to remind you of the incredible potential that lies within you, the untapped reserves of strength, creativity, and determination that you may have forgotten about or never even knew existed. You see, most people go through life operating at about 40 of their true capacity. They settle for mediocrity, convinced that it's the best they can do. They look at their circumstances, their background, their failures, and they say, well, I guess this is as good as it gets. But let me tell you something, that's a lie. It's a lie that society tells us, that our fears tell us, that our past disappointments tell us. And it's a lie that we sometimes tell ourselves because it's easier than facing the truth. The truth is, you are capable of so much more than you realize. You have greatness within you, just waiting to be unleashed. But here's the catch. It's not going to unleash itself. You've got to make a conscious decision to tap into it. Think about it like this. Imagine you're driving a high-performance sports car, but you never take it out of first gear. You put her along at 20 miles per hour, complaining about how slow you're going, never realizing that all you need to do is shift gears to unleash the true power of that engine. That's what most people do with their lives. They stay in first gear, never pushing themselves to see what they're really capable of. But today, I'm challenging you to shift gears. I'm asking you to look at your life, your goals, your dreams, and ask yourself, is that all I've got? Are you giving your relationships everything you've got? Are you pouring your heart and soul into your work? Are you pushing yourself to learn, to grow, to become better every single day? Or are you coasting? Are you settling for good enough? Are you letting your fears and doubts hold you back from reaching your full potential? You see, success isn't about being perfect. It's not about never failing or never making mistakes. Success is about giving your absolute best day in and day out. It's about pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, even when it's scary or uncomfortable. I remember when I first started out in business, I was terrified of public speaking. The thought of standing up in front of a room full of people made my knees weak and my palms sweat. But I knew that if I wanted to succeed, I had to conquer that fear. So, what did I do? I signed up for every speaking opportunity I could find. School groups, local clubs, anyone who would listen. And let me tell you, those first few speeches were rough. I stumbled over my words, forgot whole sections, and probably looked like a deer in headlights. But you know what? Each time I spoke, it got a little easier. I got a little more confident. And eventually I realized that I actually enjoyed it. By pushing myself beyond what I thought I was capable of, I discovered a passion and talent I never knew I had. That's the power of asking yourself, is that all you got? It pushes you to explore your limits, to test your boundaries, to discover what you're truly capable of. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Growth never is. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be challenging. There will be times when you want to give up, when you think, maybe this is all I've got. But in those moments, I want you to remember this. Discomfort is the price of growth. The most successful people in the world, in business, in sports, in any field, are those who are willing to embrace discomfort. They're the ones who push through the pain, who keep going when everyone else gives up. Think about a bodybuilder. How do they build muscle? By pushing their muscles to the point of failure, causing tiny tears in the muscle fibers, It's uncomfortable, even painful. But as those muscles heal, they grow back stronger than before. The same principle applies to your personal and professional growth. If you want to get stronger, smarter, more skilled, you have to be willing to push yourself to the point of discomfort. You have to be willing to fail, to make mistakes, to look foolish sometimes. Because here's the secret that most people don't understand. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone to success. Every failure, every setback, every disappointment is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to come back stronger. I've failed more times than I can count. I've had business ventures flop, investments go south, relationships fall apart. But each of those failures taught me valuable lessons. They made me wiser, more resilient, more determined. And that's what I want for you. I want you to embrace failure, not fear it. I want you to see challenges as opportunities, not obstacles. I want you to look at your life and constantly ask yourself, is that all I've got? Because let me tell you something, you've got more, so much more than you realize. You've got dreams inside you that are yearning to be realized. You've got talents that are begging to be developed. You've got strength that's waiting to be tapped into. But none of that is going to happen by itself. You've got to make a decision. You've got to decide that from this day forward, you're not going to settle for mediocrity. You're not going to let fear hold you back. You're not going to let past failures define your future. You're going to give it everything you've got, and then some. Now, I can already hear some of you thinking, but Jim, you don't understand my situation. I've got bills to pay, a family to support. I can't just chase my dreams. And I get it, I really do. Life has a way of piling on responsibilities and obligations. But here's the thing, pursuing your dreams and fulfilling your responsibilities aren't mutually exclusive. In fact, when you tap into your full potential, you become better equipped to handle all aspects of your life. When you're operating at your full capacity, you become more efficient, more creative, more resilient. You find solutions to problems that used to stump you. You handle stress better. You become a better employee, a better leader, a better partner, a better parent. It's like what they tell you on airplanes. Put your own oxygen mask on first before helping others. By investing in your own growth and development, by pushing yourself to be the best version of yourself, you're actually putting yourself in a better position to help and support those around you. So how do we do this? How do we tap into our full potential? How do we make sure we're giving it our all? First, we need to get clear on what we want. What are your goals? What are your dreams? What does success look like to you? And I'm not talking about vague, wishy-washy goals, like I want to be happy or I want to be rich. I'm talking about specific, measurable goals. I want to start my own business within the next 2 years. I want to lose 30 pounds and run a marathon. I want to write a book and get it published. You see, clarity is power. When you're crystal clear about what you want, you can direct all your energy and focus towards achieving it. Next, we need to develop a plan. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Break your big goals down into smaller, manageable steps. What can you do today, this week, this month to move closer to your goals? Then, and this is crucial, we need to take action. Knowledge isn't power, it's potential power. It's only when we apply what we know that we start to see results. I can't tell you how many people I've met who have shelves full of self-help books, who've attended countless seminars, who can quote every motivational speaker under the sun, but they're still stuck in the same place they were years ago. Why? Because they never took action on what they learned. Don't let that be you. Don't be a professional student of success. Be a practitioner of success. Take what you learn and apply it. Take action, even if it's imperfect action. Remember, you don't have to see the whole staircase to take the first step. You just need to have faith in yourself and be willing to start. And as you start taking action, you'll inevitably face obstacles. You'll face setbacks. You'll face moments of doubt and fear. In those moments, I want you to remember this question. Is that all you got? When you're tired and want to give up, ask yourself, is that all you got? When you face a setback and feel like quitting, ask yourself, is that all you got? When you're scared and want to retreat to your comfort zone, ask yourself, is that all you got? Use this question as a challenge to yourself. Use it to dig deeper, to push harder, to give more than you thought you could. And here's the beautiful thing. The more you push yourself, the more you'll realize just how much you're capable of. It's like discovering a wellspring of potential within yourself that you never knew existed. You'll start to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. You'll find strength where you once felt weakness. You'll discover talents and abilities you never knew you had. But it all starts with that decision, the decision to stop settling, the decision to demand more from yourself, the decision to give it your all. Now, I want to be clear about something. This journey isn't about becoming a workaholic or burning yourself out. It's not about neglecting your health or your relationships in pursuit of some goal. In fact, it's quite the opposite. When you're truly giving it your all, you're taking care of all aspects of your life. You're nurturing your mind, body, and spirit. You're investing in your relationships. You're creating balance and harmony in your life. Because here's the truth. You can't give your all if you're running on empty. You can't push yourself to new heights if you're neglecting your basic needs. So part of giving it your all means taking care of yourself. It means getting enough sleep, eating well, exercising regularly. It means taking time for relaxation and recreation. It means nurturing your relationships and your spiritual life. Think of it like tending a garden. If you want your garden to thrive, you can't just focus on one plant while neglecting the others. You need to nurture all the plants, create the right environment for growth, and tend to the garden as a whole. Your life is that garden. Your goals and dreams are the plants you're trying to grow. But to make those plants thrive, you need to create the right environment. You need to nurture all aspects of your life. And as you do this, as you start giving it your all in every area of your life, something magical happens. You start to experience what I call the compounding effect of excellence. You see, excellence isn't just about doing one thing well. It's about consistently doing many small things well. And when you start doing that, the effects compound over time. Your increased energy and focus at work leads to better performance, which leads to more opportunities. Your improved health gives you more stamina and resilience, which allows you to push harder towards your goals. Your stronger relationships provide you with support and encouragement, which helps you navigate challenges more easily. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, gathering size and momentum as it goes. The more areas of your life you improve, the more those improvements reinforce and amplify each other. But remember, this doesn't happen overnight. It's not about making dramatic changes all at once. It's about consistent, persistent effort over time. It's about waking up each day and asking yourself, how can I give it my all today? How can I be just a little bit better than I was yesterday? It's about making those small, daily choices that add up to big changes over time. Choosing the apple over the candy bar. Choosing to read a book instead of watching TV. Choosing to have that difficult conversation instead of avoiding it. Each of these choices might seem small in the moment, but over time, they shape your character, your habits, your life. And here's the thing. Once you start living this way, once you start consistently giving it your all, it becomes addictive. You start to crave that feeling of pushing yourself, of growing, of becoming better. You start to look forward to challenges because you know they're opportunities for growth. You start to embrace discomfort because you know it's a sign that you're pushing your boundaries. And most importantly, you start to see yourself differently. You start to recognize your own strength, your own resilience, your own potential. You stop saying, I can't do that, and start saying, how can I do that? You stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and start seeing yourself as the author of your own life story. You stop settling for less than you're capable of and start demanding the best from yourself. And that, my friends, is when life gets really exciting. That's when you start to experience true fulfillment and success. Because success isn't about reaching a certain destination. It's not about achieving a specific goal or acquiring certain possessions. True success is about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about waking up each day and giving it your all, knowing that you're living up to your potential. It's about looking in the mirror and being able to say, with complete honesty, I'm giving it everything I've got. So I want to challenge you today. I want you to look at your life, your work, your relationships, your health, your personal growth, and ask yourself that crucial question. Is that all I've got? And if the answer is no, if you know deep down that you're capable of more, then I want you to make a commitment to yourself, to your dreams, to your potential. I want you to commit to giving it your all, to pushing yourself beyond what you thought you were capable of, to embracing discomfort and challenges as opportunities for growth. I want you to commit to excellence in every area of your life. Not perfection, because perfection is an illusion, but excellence. Consistently doing your best, consistently pushing yourself to improve. And I want you to commit to persistence, to getting up every time you fall, to learning from every setback, to keeping going even when it gets tough. Because here's the truth. The only real failure in life is giving up. As long as you keep pushing, as long as you keep trying, as long as you keep giving it your all, you haven't failed. You're just in the process of succeeding. So from this day forward, I want you to make, is that all you got? Your personal mantra. Use it to push yourself when you're feeling lazy. Use it to motivate yourself when you're feeling discouraged. Use it to challenge yourself when you're feeling complacent. And watch what happens. Watch how your life begins to transform. Watch how you begin to tap into strength and potential you never knew you had. Because you've got greatness within you, you've got dreams waiting to be realized, talents waiting to be developed, a life waiting to be lived to the fullest. Don't settle for less than you're capable of. Don't let fear or doubt or past failures hold you back. Give it your all, and then give it some more. Because that's what you're capable of. That's what you deserve. That's what the world needs from you. So I'll ask you one last time. Is that all you got? I don't think so. I think you've got so much more. And it's time to show the world and yourself just how much you're truly capable of. You see, most folks underestimate themselves. They set the bar too low, aim for mediocrity, and then wonder why they're not satisfied with their lives. But that's not you. Not anymore. You're ready to raise that bar, to set it so high that it scares you a little, because that's where the magic happens. Think about the great achievements in history. The Wright brothers didn't settle for that's all we've got when it came to human flight. They pushed boundaries, defied expectations, and changed the world. And you know what? They were just ordinary folks like you and me. The difference was they refused to accept limitations. Now, I'm not saying you need to invent the airplane, but I am saying you need to find your own wings. What's that thing inside you that's yearning to take flight? What's that dream you've been too afraid to pursue? It's time to dust it off, shine it up, and give it the attention it deserves. Maybe it's starting that business you've been dreaming about. Maybe it's going back to school to get that degree. Maybe it's repairing a broken relationship or finally writing that book. Whatever it is, it's time to stop making excuses and start making progress. You might be thinking, but Jim, I don't have the time of high skills confidence to do that. And to that, I say, hogwash. Those are just excuses, my friend. And excuses are like armpits. Everybody's got them, and they all sting. Time. You've got the same 24 hours in a day as everyone else. It's not about having time, it's about making time. Cut out the TV, wake up an hour earlier, use your lunch break productively. Where there's a will, there's a way. Money, start small. Save a little each week, look for creative ways to fund your dream, Remember, every big success story started with small, consistent actions, skills. Learn them. We're living in an age where you can learn almost anything online, often for free. Take a course, read a book, find a mentor. The skills you need are within reach if you're willing to put in the effort. Confidence, that comes from action, not the other way around. You don't need to feel confident to start. You need to start to feel confident. Each small win will boost your self-belief. The point is, you've got more in you than you realize. You've got untapped potential just waiting to be unleashed. But it's up to you to unleash it. No one else can do it for you. So here's what I want you to do. Tonight, when you're lying in bed, I want you to close your eyes and really imagine what your life could look like if you were living up to your full potential. See it clearly. Feel the emotions. Let yourself get excited about it. Then tomorrow morning, I want you to wake up and take one small action towards that vision. Just one. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe it's making a phone call you've been putting off. Maybe it's writing the first paragraph of your book. Maybe it's researching classes at your local community college. Whatever it is, do it. And then do something else the next day and the next. Build momentum. Let those small actions compound over time. And every time you feel like giving up, every time you think this is too hard or I can't do this, I want you to remember this moment. Remember that you've got more in you. Remember that you're capable of greatness. Because here's the truth. The world needs what you have to offer. Your unique talents, your unique perspective, your unique contribution, they matter. Don't rob the world of your gifts by playing small. It's time to step up. It's time to shine. It's time to show the world and yourself what you're truly made of. You've got greatness inside you. It's time to let it out. So let me ask you one more time. Is that all you've got? Or are you ready to show us what you're really capable of? The choice is yours, but I believe in you. I believe you've got what it takes to do amazing things. Now it's time for you to believe it too. Remember, life isn't a spectator sport. You can't sit on the sidelines and expect to win. You've got to get in the game. You've got to take risks, face your fears, and give it everything you've got. And yes, you might stumble. You might fall. You might face setbacks and disappointments. But that's all part of the journey. It's not about being perfect. It's about being persistent. Think about a baby learning to walk. They fall down hundreds of times before they get it right. But they keep getting back up. They keep trying. And eventually, they're not just walking, they're running. That's the attitude I want you to have. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. Keep pushing, keep learning, keep growing. Because here's the secret. The journey is just as important as the destination. It's in the striving, in the pushing yourself beyond your limits, that you discover who you really are and what you're truly capable of. So embrace the challenge. Embrace the struggle. Embrace the growth. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who support your dreams, who push you to be your best self. Find mentors, join mastermind groups, build a network of positive influences in your life. At the same time, be that positive influence for others. Lift others up as you climb. Share your knowledge, your experiences, your encouragement. Because when you help others reach their potential, you reach higher levels yourself. Now, I want you to make a promise to yourself. Promise that from this day forward, you're going to live life at a higher level. You're going to demand more from yourself. You're going to push past your comfort zone. You're going to give it your all. And then some. Promise that you're going to stop settling for less than you're capable of. Promise that you're going to start living up to your full potential. And most importantly, promise that you're going to keep asking yourself the crucial question. Is that all I've got? Because I know the answer, and deep down, you know it too. You've got so much more to give, so much more to achieve. so much more to become. It's time to let that greatness shine. It's time to show the world what you're truly capable of. Are you ready? Are you willing? Are you committed? Then let's do this. Let's make your dreams a reality. Let's turn your potential into performance. Let's create a life that exceeds your wildest expectations. Because you've got what it takes. You've got the power within you. You've got the ability to achieve greatness. First off, understand that greatness isn't about grand gestures or overnight success. It's about consistency, about showing up day after day and giving your best. It's about the small choices you make when no one's watching. Do you take the easy route, or do you challenge yourself? Do you shy away from difficult tasks, or do you tackle them head on? Remember, every master was once a beginner. Every expert started as a novice. The difference, they didn't quit. They kept pushing, kept learning, kept growing, and that's what I'm asking of you now. Start by setting audacious goals. Goals that make your palms sweat and your heart race. Goals that force you to become more than you are right now. Because here's the thing, the goal isn't just about the end result. It's about who you become in pursuit of that goal. But don't just set goals. Create a plan. Break those big, audacious goals down into smaller, manageable steps. What can you do today, this week, this month to move closer to your dreams? Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Now, as you embark on this journey, you're going to face obstacles. You're going to have doubts. There will be days when you question whether you're cut out for this. And that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's necessary. Those obstacles, they're not there to stop you. They're there to test you to see how badly you want it. Those doubts, they're not signs of weakness. They're opportunities to reaffirm your commitment to your goals. When you face these challenges, and you will face them, I want you to remember why you started. Remember that fire in your belly, that vision of what you could become. Let that drive you forward. And here's a little secret. Success leaves clues. Find people who have achieved what you want to achieve, study them, learn from them. What habits do they have? What mindset do they cultivate? How do they approach challenges? But don't just study them from afar. Reach out to them. Most successful people are more than willing to share their wisdom with those who are truly committed to growth. You might be surprised at how many doors open when you have the courage to knock. Now let's talk about fear. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of the unknown. These fears can paralyze you if you let them. But here's the truth, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's action in the face of fear. So feel the fear, acknowledge it, and then do it anyway. Each time you push through fear, you grow stronger. You prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. And speaking of capability, let's address something important. You are not defined by your past experiences, your past failures, your past limitations. They don't determine your future. You have the power to rewrite your story starting right now. Every day is a new opportunity to reinvent yourself, to become more than you were yesterday, to take one step closer to the person you want to be. But this journey isn't just about personal achievement. It's about impact. It's about using your unique gifts to make a difference in the world. Because when you tap into your true potential, you don't just change your life. You change the lives of those around you. Think about it. As you grow, as you achieve, as you become more, you inspire others to do the same. Your success creates a ripple effect that touches countless lives. So I ask you, what kind of ripple do you want to create? What legacy do you want to leave? How do you want to be remembered? These are big questions, I know, but they're questions worth pondering, because when you have a clear vision of the impact you want to make, it gives you a powerful reason to push through the tough times. Now, let's talk about the powerful belief. Your beliefs shape your reality. If you believe you're capable of greatness, you'll act in ways that lead to greatness. If you believe you're destined for mediocrity, that's exactly what you'll achieve. So guard your thoughts carefully. Surround yourself with positivity. Feed your mind with inspiring books, podcasts, and conversations, because what you focus on expands. And remember, belief isn't just about positive thinking. It's about taking positive action. It's about aligning your behaviors with your aspirations. It's about walking the walk, not just talking the talk. As you embark on this journey of self-discovery and growth, be patient with yourself. Change doesn't happen overnight. Growth takes time. But if you stay committed, if you keep pushing, if you refuse to settle for less than you're capable of, you will see results. And those results, they'll be sweeter than you can imagine, because they're not just external achievements, they're internal transformations. They're the pride of knowing you gave it your all, the confidence that comes from overcoming challenges, the satisfaction of living up to your potential. So I challenge you, no, I dare you to step up, to raise your standards, to demand more from yourself, to show the world what you're truly capable of. Because you've got what it takes, you've got the power within you, you've got the ability to achieve. Now it's time to prove it, not to me, not to anyone else, but to yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters most. When you look in the mirror, can you honestly say you're giving it your all? If not, what are you waiting for? Your time is now. Your moment is here. Seize it with both hands and don't let go. The world is waiting to see what you can do. So show us. Show us your passion, your dedication, your brilliance. Show us what happens when someone refuses to settle, when they commit to living life at the highest level. Show us what you've got, because I know, and deep down you know too, that it's more than you've ever imagined.